Okay, we are now live on YouTube, starting us up on Rumble. Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is about what happened to date throughout the annals of recorded history. Join us as we delve into yesteryear, not only for important and interesting happenings, but to possibly even answer questions you don't know you have. And before I continue, I just wanted to say that I've noticed the past couple weeks that YouTube has been partially blocking, and as of yesterday, fully blocked our product. So please, for the love of all that is holy, go check the underbar and check our link tree. Check
Come to Rumble.
yeah, come to Rumble, come to BitChute, come to Odyssey. YouTube is not the only boy in the block anymore. They're the biggest, but help us change that. Anyway, I am Aoxander.
King's Refuge.
And you, viewer, are you. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. Today is Woden's Day, aka Wednesday, August 28th, 2024. What do we got here? Starting us off in what year?
475. Roman general Orestes forces Western Roman Emperor Julius Nepos to flee his capital city, Ravenna, now seen as the end of the Roman Empire in the West.
Oh, that's huge. Why is that not highlighted? That's gargantuan. Oh, well, because it's Western culture. That's why it's not highlighted, because it's a leftist source. Ah, here we go. What else do we got?
476. Orestes, father of Emperor Romulus Augustulus, is captured and executed by Odoacer and his followers.
Yikes. That's not good.
1189. Third Crusade. The Crusaders began the siege of Acre under Guy of Lusignan.
I swear, Acre has got to be one of the most besieged cities in all of history. Like, hold on a second. Let's see here. Let's see if they have a list. List of most besieged cities. Is there even a list of sieges? Well, that's just, well, sieges, okay. Well, there's, it doesn't give us an amount, though. I'm pretty sure Acre has been seized, or sieged, like, quite often. Yeah.
Put it in find.
What?
Control find.
Control find?
Control find. Control F.
Control F. Oh.
Now you can search the entire page for.
Oh, well, it's giving me sacred. Like, ACRE, acre is in sacred.
Put a space before the acre.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So we have 1102 Siege of Acre, 1103 Siege of Acre, 1104 Siege of Acre, 1189 through 1191. And that appears to be all of them. Oh, well, that's a picture over there. We have a 1291 Siege of Acre. So what are we at? 4, 5. Here's 6. Oh, wait, that's 1102. Yeah. So we have 5 sieges. Okay, I did not know about that. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah. Moving on up into 1207, King John of England granted small town of Liverpool a charter, the right to elect a mayor and an alderman. Now I wonder if this is the same King John that was around the whole, or was one portrayed with rob from the poor, give to the rob from the rich, give to the poor. Robin Hood. It was King John, right?
Was that King John? Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if this is the same King John or if this is who it was based off of. I think it was because, at least in the depiction from like the Disney one.
Yeah, isn't the story true about him?
Being corrupt.
Wasn't he given power by his uncle?
Yeah, because his uncle Richard the Lionheart went on a crusade.
Yeah. And he fucked up and then his uncle came back and was like,
"What the
Bro,
hell?
What are you doing?"
Yeah. So that is an interesting tidbit of history, like, to really stick your nose into, so to speak. Moving on up into 1542, Battle of Wolfa, Turkish-Portuguese War. Portuguese are defeated and forced to flee by forces of Imam Ahmad ibn Ibrahim al-Ghazi. What a name. In modern-day Olfa, Ethiopia, Portuguese commander Cristavo da Gama was captured and later executed. You fight certain peoples of certain theologies, and they'll just kill you for being different. That's what the Crusades were all about. No, nobody listened. 1609, English explorer Henry Hudson was the first European to sail into Delaware Bay, naming it South Bay. All right. We all know, Hudson. The Hudson River is named after him. But I believe, if my history is correct, well, it says he died. Okay, it is presumed he died in Wait, hold on a second. This is weird. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
It's only 10 years.
Yeah, that's.
He's only. Wow, that's a lot of compliments for a 10-year-old.
I know, right?
And I must say, I'm really jealous.
I mean, like, it's a little weird.
I'm a 10-year-old's beard.
It's a little weird. I think you make this kind of a screw up with the death date right here, like being within eyeshot. So he didn't die in 1575. He died in 1611, presumably after having been set adrift by mutineers in Hudson Bay, named after him, on his ship Discovery, and he was never seen again. So, wow. Huh, that was a discrepancy I was not prepared for. What do we got here in 1655?
1655, director of the colony of New Netherland, Peter Stoyevitz, bar Jews from military service.
Now, a lot of people would see that as a negative thing, but isn't that a positive thing? You're being barred from going out and fighting and dying. So it almost as if strings were pulled to get that, so certain people wouldn't be able to fight. That's not a bad thing. That's a really good thing, for a certain people. So
right?
Yeah. People that we can't talk about,
I don't have to go die. Great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean. Oh no, my rights.
Oh man. What else do we got here?
Where are we at?
1777.
American Revolutionary War. Battle of Cooch Bridge takes place near Newark, Delaware.
So they were after the cooch. It's a bridge to get the cooch, 1789, good sir.
1789, William Herschel discovers Saturn's moon, Enceladus.
Enceladus.
Right? Enceladus.
You've heard that name, right?
No,
you haven't heard about Enceladus? Well, I'm not sure how many science shows or whatever you watch. Every now and then I have when I go to bed, I have the TV on and I have the science channel or something, and every now and then I hear the word Enceladus. It's one of the moons. Titan, Io. There's like 50,000 other moons of Saturn, something crazy, but yeah. Anyway, 1830, this one is really wild. The first U.S.-built locomotive, Tom Thumb, raced a horse-drawn car from the Stockton and Stokes Stagecoach Company from Baltimore to Ellicott Mills. Let history record that due to mechanical problems, the horse won! Yeah. Stop relying on technology. Nature, the world around you is everything you need. Wow, that's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. 1833, Britain's Slavery Abolition Act gained royal assent. And I want to, once again, bring this subject up. I think it's either 2004 or 2014. I want to say just 2004. Let's just say 2004. So if you are a British citizen, or for whatever reason you paid taxes to the British, country, or to the United Kingdom, up until 2004, Britain, the United Kingdom abolished slavery, and that took such a major financial hit to that country that up until 2004 they were still making payments on that. So once again, if you paid taxes up until 2004, that any of it went to Britain.
Yep.
You had a hand in repaying the debt made by a white country getting rid of slavery, that started in Africa. Africans selling.
You literally helped end slavery.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yep. Well, what do we got here in 1837?
1837, pharmacists John Lee and William Perrins manufacture Worcestershire.
Yeah, you said it better than I could. But yeah, so yeah, if anybody consumes this Worcestershire or whatever it's called, speaking of Britain, sauce, then this is where it
Good for
started.
grilling.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Huh.
Use it for can use it for marinade. It's pretty good.
By the way, you gotta talk to your grilling buddies and see if they're interested in joining Omni Kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? You're already cooking. Why not record it and pop it up? Make your own YouTube stuff. That's fine. We'll be more than happy to host them over here as well. As long as they have their own thing, because I want them to get the dividends of their work.
Yeah.
We're just a way to help them.
Yeah, it's there's a reason why I don't post as many cooking grilling videos is because my buddy who mainly did all the cooking, he got a baby, so
yeah. Well, there's also editing.
yeah.
Like so, I don't want to push, but the option's there. So. 1840 here. 9 Jewish prisoners are released from Damascus jails. Okay. Why is that, important? Were they improperly imprisoned, or like what happened? Damascus affair. Okay, what is this? The Damascus affair of 1840 refers to the disappearance, February of that year, of an Italian monk and his servant. A large number of Jews were summarily tortured until they, quote-unquote, confessed to the murder. An instance of medieval anti-Semitism and a blood libel. News of the case spread across the Middle East to Europe and the Western world. All right. So, yeah. Like, here we go. We finally have an answer to what happened in this particular instance to these Jews. They were unfairly, prosecuted. Like, they were tortured. So, yeah. 1845, Scientific American magazine published its first issue. All right. 1849, Venice under Daniel Manin surrendered to the Austrians. I almost called them Australians. Under Radetzky, having been under siege since July 20th after proclaiming independence. So they didn't get their independence. That's sad. What do we have 1 decade later?
Sorry, 1859. A geomagnetic storm causes aurora borealis to shine so brightly that it is seen clearly over parts of the USA, Europe, and even as far as Japan.
Yeah, far afield is Japan. Yeah. Didn't that happen like a couple of years ago or so? Like there was a crazy aurora borealis that was able to see all the way as south as like Wisconsin,
Something like that.
All that stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing it myself, but I remember people like posting pictures and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I was at the time I had a friend who I believe lives in Wisconsin, and he said he can kind of see it. Like it wasn't really that vivid, but it was there, and that's still amazing though. So.
Yeah, it is. That was awesome. I saw the giant moon a couple days ago.
Oh, nice.
Whatever. Last week.
The super moon.
Super moon.
Yeah.
And then there was kind of a larger sun the day after. I don't know if anybody else noticed that.
Huh. Almost as if the screen in the great, sky dome of this Truman Show that we're all living, was magnetized, and they forgot to, was magnified, and they forgot to unmagnify it. That's weird. Anyway, we have kind of a two-parter here. 1861, during the American Civil War, Battle of Fort Hatteras, North Carolina. First combined operation of Union Army and Navy results in Union domination of strategically important North Carolina sounds. Now, I believe this is the same exact event, but it's worded differently, and some things are different here. The Battle of Hatteras Inlet Batteries, Union Army and Navy in their first combined operation take Fort Clark off North Carolina. Okay, so yeah, it is the same battle name. So, but the Battle of Hatteras Inlet Batteries versus the Battle of Fort Hatteras, North Carolina. Yeah, so more or less the same thing. Just I have to combine these two articles into one. 1862, Belle Boyd was released from Old Capitol Prison in Washington, D.C. Who the heck was Belle Boyd? And why do we care? Like, Belle Boyd. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why. Well, let's see. It just says she operated from her father's hotel in Front Royal, Virginia, and provided valuable information to Confederate General Stonewall Jackson in 1862. So she was spying, reporting directly to Stonewall Jackson. Holy crap! Right. So that's so she was freed. Well, no, wait a minute. Why is she freed Deering? That's weird. Well, because the Civil War was from 1860 or 1861 until 1865. This is right in the middle of it. Washington, D.C., though right on the edge of the enemy line, was not ever captured by Confederate forces. So I wonder why Confederate spies being released inside their enemy territory during the actual conflict. That is weird. Can somebody out there watching this look this information, look this situation up and give us a little bit more info? Like what is going on here? What do we have here in 1867?
1867, United States formally takes control of Midway Atoll, years after it was cited to be claimed by Captain N.C. Brooks. Who's N.C. Brooks?
Just some captain, I guess.
He was just some nobody. This is mine.
Well, I don't know. Captain N.C. Brooks, Midway Atoll. Huh. Well, it's not telling us anything about N.C. Brooks. Well, it just says he's the guy who discovered it.
Oh.
Essentially. So, Yeah, years after it was cited and claimed by Captain N.C. Brooks. So N.C. Brooks cited and claimed it for the U.S., and then the U.S. in 1867 formally took control of it. And do you know why it's called Midway?
No.
Because it's midway between Hawaii and Japan. And it's actually part of the Hawaiian island chain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What else do we got here? This one is really cool, and actually I wonder if we can watch Twisters later on today, if it's available on our systems.
Yeah, it's up. 1884, first known photograph of a tornado is made near Howard, South Dakota.
But yeah, I bring up the movie because in the credits, this is one of the first, if not the first picture, they have, in the credits. And I knew what it was immediately. I'm like, oh my god, that's the first ever picture of a tornado. I really doubt anybody else in the entire theater, knew what that was. It's just, it's a picture of a tornado. Cool. No, that's not just a picture of a tornado. That's the first ever photograph of a tornado. That is big,
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like...
and it has two shoots coming out.
Are there... Yeah, it looks like two are forming off of it.
Yeah. That's crazy, huh?
That'd make a cool picture, frame. A framed picture. That'd be.
And this is our thumbnail for today. First photo of a tornado, this date in history. I was thinking about using this one here, when the horse raced a train. But that's another good one. I was hard pressed, but.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah. But I already used this, last year. But I'm just this is really cool. I mean, and I can actually put text on this one without really, destroying the image too much. So, yeah. Anywho, what else do we got here? 1884.
MLB pitcher Mickey Welsh makes record for the most consecutive batters struck out to begin a game, striking out the first 9 men he faces. Nice.
Wow. Nice. Why don't you take this 1898, then I'll take us into the next century.
1898, Caleb Bradham renames his carbonated soft drink Pepsi Cola.
Hey, happy birthday, Pepsi! But yeah, I don't partake in Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola. I'm a Shasta guy, you know. But
Sparks root beer.
yeah, that's pretty good. You know, that's the best root beer, you know, out there, arguably. But it also contains Monsanto GMOs, so you know how I stand with that.
Yeah, a lot of people hate it.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I really wish I could drink Coca-Cola. I really wish I could drink Pepsi. I really wish, you know, but there's a lot of products I had to sacrifice in the name of health and self-preservation, you know. So
Yeah, it's too much. It's all poison. So
yeah,
the less you drink of it, the better.
yeah, yeah. 1907, the United Parcel Service, the UPS, what can Brown do for you, was founded by James E. Casey in Seattle, Washington. And that makes you wonder, you know, with all of this, you know, political correctness going on, I'm not entirely sure. Is that even still their slogan, what can Brown do for you? Because that sounds like racially motivated.
I don't think so. Is looking as yeah.
But then I wonder, like, do UPS drivers refer to their distribution centers as Browntown? 1910, Nicholas I of Montenegro again proclaimed himself king, first assumed power in 1860, after his reign was interrupted by Turkish rule. All right, so there's a little bit of an intermission there, and then he got back into power. That's pretty cool, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Based on the provided search result, UPS's slogan remains unchanged in 2024 and is still "What can Brown do for you?"
Oh man, dude, let's start a campaign of like, oh, they're being racist. You know, oh my God, you know, like because what are they implying? Oh, what can Brown do for you? Are they implying that Browns are servants? Huh? You know, are they implying slavery? What? You know, like. Hey, I'm not even a liberal, and I can play their game. You know.
We don't make these rules.
Yeah, hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. You know. Oh. 1911, we have 45.7 centimeters of rainfall at St. George, Georgia, which is a state record. All right. In 1913, what do we got?
1913, Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands opens the Peace Palace in the Hague, Netherlands, in international law and administrative building housing the Permanent Court of Arbitration.
There we go. You got it. Oh, interesting. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh, here we go. World War I.
1914, World War I, Battle of Helgoland, Bight, South Sea British fleet decisively beats Germans. Nearly 800 die and over 200 are wounded.
What sea again?
With North Sea?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like you just said South Sea. I'm like, what? How?
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Your brain is like a reverse compass. I swear. But so is mine. You know, like that's why we get along so well.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm a Californian, so you know, hey, you know, like if you ever like feel insulted by anything I say, you know, to you, like, you know, don't, because remember where it's coming from. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to insult me. 1914, World War I, British General John French orders civilian evacuation of Amiens, France, as German forces push in from Belgium.
1916 here, Germany declared war on Romania, and while that was happening, Italy declared war on Germany. You know, so here we go. Italy switched sides. Wouldn't be their only time. And I'm not sure if that's their first time. I wonder if Italy ever switched sides during any previous wars. I'm not entirely sure. In 1917, 10 suffragists were arrested as they picketed the White House. Suffragists being people, you know, wanting, you know, women, you know, female suffrage, the right to vote and everything. You know, which, you know, I'm a full supporter of women's right to vote. You know, women are people too. You know, we're all humans. We all have same rights. We're all people. We're all equal. but the amount of women, like, not just people, the amount of women that I've interacted with, like, directly, that have said that they want to repeal that amendment is truly, like, frightening. Something really bad is happening in today's times, and people have got to wake up, and we have to about face right now. When women are saying they don't want their own right to have a voice, something is really bad. So, what do we got here? 1918. Let's see here. Tris Speaker was suspended for season due to assault on umpire Tom Connolly. That would do it. Don't assault the umpires. Yeah. 1921. Your turn, sir.
Second Pan-African Congress meets London, Brussels, and Paris.
Oh, I'm telling myself here to look that up. I'm gonna look it up. Like, what is the Pan-African Conference? Congress. Let's see here. It was a series of 8 meetings which took place on the back of the Pan-African Conference held in London in 1900. The Pan-African Congress gained a reputation as a peacemaker for decolonization in Africa and the West Indies. It made a significant advance for the Pan-African cause. One of the group's major demands was to end colonial rule and racial discrimination. It stood against imperialism and it demanded human rights and equality of economic opportunity. The manifesto given by the Pan-African Congress included the political and economic demands of the Congress for a new world context of an international cooperation and the need to address the issues facing Africa as a result of European colonization of most of the continent. I believe that for the most part as far as getting rid of colonization, but, when it starts talking about racial discrimination, I'm not entirely sure. We know for a fact that Wikipedia is a leftist, organization. So what's stopping them from going in and sneaking, something like this? Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I'm just saying there's a very high possibility that this section is a complete and total fabrication just to push today's political agenda. So, be wary out there, people. In your pursuit of education, you might get misinformation. So just be wary and, be vigilant. What else do we got here? Another 1921.
1921, Babe Ruth starts streak of an extra base hit in 9 straight games.
Ah, all right.
1922, WEAF in New York City aired its first radio commercial. Ooh, commercial suck. Queensboro Realty for $100 for 10 minutes.
Wow.
So, even then it was kind of a little outrageous.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's a bit expensive. But think about it. A 10-minute advertisement, the first radio ad, that's essentially like the very first infomercial.
Yeah.
What else do we got?
1924, Georgian opposition stages the August uprising against the Soviet Union.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I believe that would fail because I think Georgia became one of the Iron Curtain states. Soviet Union, did, and Georgia is really not that known to begin with. So I think it was a Soviet state. 1937, Toyota Motors became an independent company. Huh. Pretty cool. 1938, Mauthausen concentration camp opened in Austria. Ugh. Not good. 1939, General Bernard Montgomery, a.k.a. Monty, became commander of the 3rd, the Iron Infantry Division. Yeah. Oh, this guy was one of the absolute worst military leaders in all of history. Changed my mind. 1939, journalist Kerr Hollingworth observed the, quote, large numbers of troops, literally hundreds of tanks, armored cars, and field guns, end quotes. Germany had aligned along the Polish border. 3 days later, Hitler invades Poland and World War II begins. In 3 days it will be, it'll be August 31st, but we all know that September 1st, 1939 is when the war started. When not only, Nazi Germany, but the Soviet Union, double tag teamed Poland and came in from both sides and just destroyed them. And we also have Netherlands mobilized in 1939. Well, everybody else is, so yikes. 1941, what do we have?
Eighth NFL Chicago All-Star Game. Chicago Bears 37, All-Stars 13. 98,203. I'm supposed that was the attendance.
Yes. 37-13 though. That's kind of painful there.
Yeah.
So, but you got to give it up for the Bears. No Bears.
Another 1941, last meeting of the Resistance Fire Comet D. Estain de Orvis.
Let's see here. Henry Louis Honoré Count d'Estaing de Orvis was a French Navy officer and one of the major heroes of the French Resistance, said to be the first martyr of Free France. Oh, wow. Okay, so he was a martyr, so that means he died in action or something. And that's what martyrdom is. So, wow. So this was the last meeting for him before he went to become the martyr. That kind of sucks, but at the same time, hey, give me liberty or give me death. And if my death brings others liberty, then I will die 10 times over. So, what else do we have?
1942, 9th NFL Chicago All-Star Game. Chicago. Wait.
This is a different one.
Oh, it's same. Okay. Chicago Bears 21, All-Stars 0.
Wow.
101,100.
Oh man. So hold on a second. Let's see. 37 minus 13. 37 minus 13 equals 24, and this is 21. So not even the same spread. They did a little less, but they still creamed them.
Yeah.
Un mas 42.
1942, transport number 25 departs with French Jews to Nazi Germany. 1943, Benito Mussolini transferred from La Maddalena, Sardinia to Grasseso prisons.
I'm wondering if those are prisons. Grand Seso Raid. Oh, okay, here we go. So it's just telling me the Grand Seso Raid. Literally Operation Oak by the German military. Oh yeah, that's right. Germany tried to break him out. So yeah, this was a prison transfer, and then Germany tried to get him out of there. But
oh wow,
yeah,
prison break.
Yeah,
nice.
He tried to escape Italy. I'm not sure if this was before or after.
It's Ocean's 9.
Hold on a second. Nice. How come we have no sounds? Oh, there we go. All right. Omni Coalition soundboard was gone there for half a second, but dude, that was a good joke. I like that. They got to turn that into a movie. Seriously, they got to turn Mussolini Prison Break into Ocean's 9. 9.
Nine.
And then when it doesn't work, it goes to that scene from Downfall. 9.
And all the women around him. Oh,
what?
All the women in the room are like, oh.
Oh yeah. 1943 as well, Denmark declared a universal strike against Nazi occupiers. You don't need a strike, guys. You need a revolution. Kill them. Get them out of there. Don't picket sign them. Force them out. They force themselves in. So, do unto others what they do unto you.
Right.
1944, the last German troops in Marseille surrendered and Toulon was cleared. All right. Good stuff. 1946, film noir The Killers premiered, directed by Robert Siodmak, starring Burt Lancaster and Ava Gardner, based on the story by Ernest Hemingway. Ooh, he was a great author. And then 1949, a ride prevented Paul Robinson from singing near Peekskill, New York. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, a riot. So there was a riot, and he was just like, it was too violent, so they decided not to. The 50s are yours.
1951, Braves sell pitcher Johnny Singh to the Yankees for $50,000.
That is peanuts. That is below. That's not even the peanut shell.
That's
dude.
A lot of 1950 money.
Yeah.
1951 Pirates snap New York Giants 16-game winning streak.
Oh, what, do
Ha!
they have the Infinity Gauntlet or something? What does that even mean? It's like no more wins for you, you know?
No, they're the
Like,
Pirates. They stole it.
oh my god!
1952, Germany and Israel reach accord about recovery payments.
All right.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
that sounds like it's gonna lead to something.
Actually, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hearts of Iron for Germany and Israel. There's this. So, let's see if I can find the actual picture. Oh yeah, dude. Let's see here. Open image. This is from a video game called Hearts of Iron 4. Are you seeing my screen here?
I can't quite. If German Reich has accepted our request to join their faction, we stand together. Oh boy.
What? Dude, Hearts of Iron is such a weird game. I love that game so much. You can do so much wacky stuff. There's actually an ability to take out Hitler in '39, like really early on. You can you can prevent World War II. It's great. What else do we got?
1955, first NFL preseason sudden death football. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
We call it that. Sudden death football. Rams beat Giants 23-17.
Like that kind of sounds like I'm sure that there's like a lethal form of football or something. Oh wait, that's called rugby.
Yeah.
Sorry. 1955 as well. Chicago black teenager Emmett Till was kidnapped, beaten, and shot dead by white men in Monee, Mississippi. His killers are eventually acquitted, but the case helps ignite the U.S. Civil Rights Movement. Wow. Acquitted.
What the fuck?
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, like, I've said this many times, like, is there, bad stuff happening today? Of course. There will always be bad stuff. But, people are going to sit around today and bitch and moan. At least, look back at the way things used to be and realize just how much better you have it off. Yeah, things could get better, but they could be a hell of a lot worse. So count your blessings and stop crying, 1956, the 17th Venice Film Festival opened. No Golden Lion was awarded. Oh, that's weird, Well,
Mm.
And Golden Lion, is some kind of award or something. I don't really know.
Oh, I imagine it's a film award.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was Venice, so, Italy. 1957, U.S. Democratic Senator James Sturman, a representative from South Carolina, began a 24-hour, 18-minute filibuster against Civil Rights Bill, the longest filibuster in U.S. history so far. Oh, what a surprise! A Democrat is doing Democrat things like a filibuster and, talking, for well over a day against civil rights. A Democrat against civil rights. Some things just really do never change, do they? So, yeah. 1958, U.S. baseball player Neely Fox set record for consecutive games without striking out at 98. Well, that means he got struck out to this time, but hey, 98, that's one hell of a good streak right there. What do we got 2 years later, good Sir King?
1960, White Sox Ted Kluzinski's third home run is disallowed as umpire called time.
Ah.
Oh, what a dick.
Womp womp. Well, it's time, man. Like, pencils down.
True that, I
Yeah.
guess, but damn. That's a fucked up timing right there.
It sucks,
1962, 55.9 centimeters rainfall at Hackberry, Louisiana state record. Is that still like a thing, or
let's see here.
do they outdo
State
themselves?
record.
And what's 55.9 centimeters in inches?
Let's see here. Record precipitation, climate of Louisiana. So, this is probably going to require some digging. And that's actually a note left over from last year. Let's see here.
It's 21.6 inches.
Well, then it has been beaten because it says here the official 24-hour rainfall record for the state of Louisiana was a result of the torrential rainfall caused by tropical disturbance moving north from the Gulf of Mexico. A record 22 inches was observed by... Oh, wait a minute.
That's the thing we're talking about.
It is the same one. But you said 21 point something and this is 22. So here we go. Which one is it? Like, are they rounding up?
They rounded up. They probably rounded up, even though I would have rounded down myself.
I wouldn't round at all because, you know, like, if you round up, you know, like, what if one year is 22.6 and the next year is 22.7?
I guess that's why they measured in centimeters instead of...
Huh. Okay. Well, when it comes to things like this, I really don't think rounding is a good idea. You know? It needs to be precise. Anyway, what else do we got?
1962, Dr. Geza D. Kaplany tortures his wife with acid to punish her for supposed infidelity.
Oh, that is not right. You know,
what?
If you suspect your wife of cheating, then at least break it off. But don't torture. That is disgusting. That is absolutely diabolical. Like, beyond diabolical. Diabolical sounds like a fun, happy little word. Like, this is evil incarnate. That I hope Kaplany is rotting in hell. I really do. This Dr. Giza guy, you know, that is disgusting. Let's move on up. Shut me up. I'm outraged.
1962, Tony Sheridan and Beat Brothers, the Beatles, record Yeah Yeah Parts 1 and 2 in Hamburg, Germany.
Is that the song that goes, yeah, 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 yeah?
I don't know.
I mean,
maybe. Probably.
The Beatles.
A huge Beatles historian.
Well, neither am I. I'm just wondering if it is.
Hey, Papa Me video.
Yeah, I saw that too. So now we know what we're going to be doing after the show. Oh, what is this?
Oh, you know I love you. Yes, I really love you.
Yeah, I know
Copyright.
that song. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we got to
real
really
quick on the bigs.
Yeah, we got to really watch out when we're playing music to, you know, avoid copyright infringement. So, 1963, Evergreen Point floating bridge connecting Seattle and Bellevue opened. All right. Let's see if there's a picture of this here. You know how I am with architecture. All right, so it's a bridge with bridge-like qualities. Wait a minute, no, it's not that one. It's this one. That's wild. This is part of it too. This is one end, so it's actually an elevated bridge, but then somehow it gets back down and it's a floating bridge. So I guess the elevation is to allow for water traffic, of course. But for the most part, dude, look at that. They're on water level. Like, let's see if I can bigger this image here. Dude, isn't that wild? Look at that thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 1963 as well, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech addressing the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom Civil Rights March at Lincoln Memorial, Washington, D.C. I Have a Dream. Let's see. Is the speech long? Because if it's not too long, I'd like to play... Oh, wow, it's 6 minutes. Okay. But, oh, wow. It's a speech. It's going to be long, but, yeah, let's just play this excerpt right here.
Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. Yeah. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream.
Yeah, and look at how it's progressing so far with all the hatred and animosity towards
We were doing all right there till a certain president came along and started
screwing up everything. Johnson?
Obama.
Oh, well. By then the damage was already really going strong. He just made it even worse. But yeah. 1964, a race riot. Oh, wow. So 1 year after... exactly 1 year. Like on the anniversary, on the first year anniversary of his I Have a Dream speech, we have a race riot in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, sparked by police reaction to the domestic dispute, fueled by traffic tie-up. Riot and looting continued for 3 days, with two killed, hundreds injured, and $4 million of 1964 dollars of damage in the city's North Philadelphia neighborhood. My God. Wow. You have some people really trying to change things, and then you have others just trying to keep things the way they are. Really disgusting. 1964, U.S. weather satellite Nimbus 1 was launched. All right. 1965, what do we got here?
1965, first Subway sandwich shop opens in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Oh, wow. And, yeah, I stopped eating Subway a long time ago for many reasons. So.
1965, Bob Dylan booed for playing electric guitar in concert at Forest Hills Tennis Stadium in Queens, New York City.
Playing electric guitar, because back then, rock and roll was all, it was acoustic only. Like, you cannot, not play with acoustic. And when Bob Dylan did this, it created a huge upset. It revolutionized the industry, yes, but initially it was a huge not good.
On the night of July 25th, 1965.
Okay, well, I don't want a history thing. I want the actual music. Is this it?
Are you saying they like Grandpa's guitar?
Yeah, Grandpa's guitar. So I don't know which one of these is the music, but I just gave out to the story. But excellent reference there. Metalocalypse, great show. That's when they had to learn acoustic instruments to put the troll back to sleep.
Yeah.
When they woke him up to begin with Muko Krakish, awaken, awaken, awaken.
Awaken, awaken, awaken.
What do we have in 1967?
1967, MLB Boston Red Sox signed first free agent outfielder Ken Harrelson for $75,000 bonus.
Nice.
Race.
Yeah.
1967, WCBS AM 880 radio in New York City begins its first news format. The AM station was knocked off the air just beforehand, moving to debut to the FM sister station 101.1.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, is that a big radio station there?
Well, out here in LA, 101 is K-Earth. It used to be Smooth Jazz. There's still jazz, but they're not what they used to be. That's for sure. But that's interesting. So, an all news format being held on FM, that does not work. Because AM, is for talk shows and news and all that stuff, weather updates and all that, facts stuff. FM, this is all, as far as I'm aware, FM is mainly like, music and all that whatnot. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So that's weird. They initially had planned, to be on an AM channel, but then they got bumped to FM right at the last minute. So I wonder how well that, if they stuck around for a while, if they ever got back on AM or what. 1968, Northern Irish MP Jerry Fitt tabled a House of Commons motion criticizing the Royal Ulster Constabulary at Dungannon quote, citizens of North Ireland should be allowed the same rights of peaceful demonstration as those in other parts of the United Kingdom, end quote. Yes, 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 yes,
Yeah.
yes. All of the troubles would have been avoided if you just let these people fucking go free. Stupid Britain. You know? Free Ireland. 1968, police and anti-war demonstrators clashed at Chicago's Democratic National Convention. Oh, what a surprise. You know, the Democrats, you know, are getting violent. You know? How stereotypical. 1970, I'll Be There, single by the Jackson 5 was released. Billboard Song of the Year 1970. You know, knowing what we know today about how his father beat all of them and everything, you know, every Jackson 5 song comes with an incredible weight of consciousness. It's like, wow, these kids, they sing amazingly, but as soon as the mic is turned off, out comes the belt. That is terrible. So, 1971... Yeah, 1971, the U.S. dollar is allowed to float against the Japanese yen for the first time. Okay. What do we got here?
I think it's the first time we came equal, right?
Well, I don't know what it means to float. I'm not really an economist, so hold on, let's see.
I would imagine that's my guess. We floated, so we're both on the same level.
Well, let's see here. An economics float is duplicate money present in the banking system during the time between a deposit being made in the recipient's account and the money being deducted from the sender's account. It can be used as investable asset, but makes up the smallest part of the money supply. Float affects the amount of currency available to trade, and countries can manipulate the worth of their currency by restricting or expanding the amount of float available for trade. So I don't fully understand what that means. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I'm
sounds like they're two equal monies.
Yeah.
Being put into the same thing.
I'm gonna believe you. You know, like, you know, what you say makes as much sense as what I just read. I have no idea. You know, so. What do we got here in 1972?
North Korea shooter Ri Ho Jun wins the 50-meter rifle prone event at Munich Olympics, his nation's first ever Olympic medal.
Wow, gold medal. Not just medal, but gold medal. So
Olympic gold medal. Yeah.
That's really interesting. The first gold medal North Korea ever got was in the same games of the Israeli team massacre, which we're coming up to that soon. Like, actually, when was the Munich massacre? But what date? September. Okay, so we have like another week before we get to it. Wow, these games last a long time. I thought they were over within just a few days or so. Like, this... Because the Munich games opened, 3-4 days ago? The Loon was here. You know, and that was what, Monday?
Yeah.
So, what else do we got?
1972, Soviet gymnast Olga Korbut becomes the media darling at the Munich Olympics, wins gold medal, and all the teams all round falls with 2 gold and a silver.
All right. Okay, so I was wondering why she became a media darling here. She looks young. But maybe because she's, like, you know, winning everything she touches. So, but it says here she was born in 1955, so by 72, she'd be like 18 or something. Hold on a second. 72 minus 55 equals 17. Wow. Okay, so she was young. So that explains why she became a media darling.
1973, Smoke on the Water. Single by British rock band Deep Purple goes gold. Great song.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, I had to. Smoke on the Water. I whenever I hear that song or I even listen to that song, like,
yeah.
I think of this scene here.
What's that billowing down the stairs? It's smoke. It smells like the art teacher's office.
Smoke in the water. Dun, 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 dun.
Uh-oh.
Dun, 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 dun. And so she knew exactly what was happening. What else do we got here?
1973, 6.8 Wake Center in Oaxaca State in Mexico kills 527.
Whoa. Yikes. 1973 as well, Bobby Boris Pickett's song Monster Mash got gold, and I heard it was a graveyard smash. Oh. It was a Monster Mash. Wow, there's a lot of songs coming out today. We have Monster Mash, Smoke on the Water, I'll Be There. We had something, Bob Dylan did his thing, but I swear there was something else. Some other, oh yeah, Ya Ya, from the Beatles. Wow, a lot of songs coming out today. Oh. 73 as well, India and Pakistan signed a prisoner of war accord. Okay, that's good. I wonder what that entailed, but 1973 as well, Tamla Motown recorded records released Let's Get It On, the 13th studio album by Marvin Gaye. And that turned into a stereotypical sex song or a love-making song or something like that. 1977, Nolan Ryan struck out 300 batters for 5th straight year. The guy's so fast, even his hat is like, hey, let's go, 77 as well, New York Yankee Ron Guidry faced just 28 men and defeated Texas Rangers 1-0. And this sounded like a fight that reminds me of that South Park football scene when the coach took on the entire enemy team solo. Remember that? South Park Indians coach. Let's see if I can find that scene really quick. Oh well, I'm not gonna find it. Whatever. Anyway, 1978, Donald Vesco rode a 21-foot-long Kawasaki motorcycle at 318.598 miles per hour. What? How do you control something that big that's going that fast? Oh, okay. So that's how. So it's
just go straight.
Yeah.
Until you hit a small fraction, like a pebble that's just a little too large, and well,
yeah,
that's it for you.
like that one scene out of Rat Race.
Oh, yeah.
Like when they
yeah.
Oh, they're trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Was that
Yeah.
the same scene? Oh, here we go. I'm trying to find. Oh, here we go. When they hit a bump. Here we go. Oh my God, those jaws, bro. What do we got here in 1980?
1980, first use of magnetic resonance imaging (MRI) machine to scan the human body at Aberdeen Royal Infirmary, Scotland.
You're well acquainted with that machine, aren't you?
Yeah, a little too well.
That's the one that makes all the noises, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like R2-D2 making sweet love to a fax machine or something.
Oh, it's worse than that. It's like a jackhammer sounds and all kinds of other noises.
That's a level of hell I do not want to experience.
Yeah, all while you're enclosed in a tight spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1981, John Hinckley pleads innocent to attempt to assassinate U.S. President Ronald Reagan.
Of course he pleads innocent. Another
1981, National Centers for Disease and Control announces high incidence of pneumocystis and Kaposi sarcoma in gay men.
Yikes. So what is Kaposi sarcoma? is a type of cancer that can form masses on the skin and lymph nodes in the mouth or in other organs. Okay, so it's a type of cancer. And what is pneumocystis? Let's see here. Pneumocystis pneumonia. So it's a type of pneumonia. Okay. So pneumonia and cancer and the homosexual community. How terrifying. Yikes.
Hey.
Yeah. 1982, Sugar Babies closed at Mark Hellinger Theater in New York City after 208 performances. That's quite a bit right there.
Okay.
1982, the first homosexual games are held in San Francisco. All right. The first gay games, or I guess you can call them the games. I don't know. 83, Israeli Prime Minister Meshanin announces resignation. So this is the beginning of the end. Let's see the little joke I did there? Because his last name is Begin. So he's right out of the chute, he's reversed. 1983, Greg Luzinski became the first player to put 3 home runs onto the roof at Comiskey Park. Well, what the hell? It's a stadium, not a neighborhood house. Stop putting balls on the roof. Come on. 1983 as well, Israeli Prime Minister... Actually, wait, I already got that. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I have a double here. Wow. Alright, that's weird. 1983 as well, Joseph Kreckman set a record of 2,215 clay pigeons shot in an hour. Well, here's another, option for David Rush. Get 2,216 clay pigeons shot in an hour. Better start hitting the range there, good Rush. What do we got in 1986? Ooh, 3, perfect. Your turn. 3.
19 what?
1986, United States.
86. Sorry. United States rock singer Tina Turner star unveiled at Hollywood's Walk of Fame, California, Hollywood.
California, Hollywood?
Yep, that's how I'm saying it. That's how we're doing it. 1986, largest wrestling crowd in Canada, 69,300 at Toronto Stadium.
All right.
Wow, it's a lot. Wrestling?
Navy officer.
What's that?
Oh. Well, 69,000.
What kind of wrestling?
Well, I don't think the whole crowd was wrestling like a mosh pit. I think that was a crowd to watch a wrestling event. Although that would be interesting if you got 69,300 people to wrestle, but how do you do they?
Oh no! I mean, is it pro wrestling like the TV wrestling, or is it real wrestling?
Real wrestling. Okay, well let's see here. The big event. Okay, it was a professional wrestling special event produced by the World Wrestling Federation, the WWF.
Yeah, so it's
fake.
Yeah, fake wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay. 1986, U.S. Navy officer Jerry Whitworth sentenced to 365 years for spying.
Wow.
1 year per day. What? 1 year per day of years. Yeah.
That's my little note right there. But yeah, 365 days in a year, 365 years. So, you get a year per day in a year. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, don't spy. Simple.
Yeah.
1988, 70 people were killed in a crash of 3 Italian Air Force fighters in an air show at Ramstein, Germany. Yikes. 1989, the first regular season matchup of defending Cy Young Award winners. Ooh. 89 as well, Frank Viola and the Mets outduel Orel Hershiger and the Dodgers 1-0. Huh. I don't know what that means, but that's pretty cool. What do we got in 1990?
Cubs Ryan Sandberg and second baseman to hit 30 home runs consecutively. Oh, shit.
Wow. Oh, here we go. Another tornado.
1990, 5 strength tornado hits Plainsville, Illinois, killing 29 and injuring 357 people. Wow.
That's scary. An F5 tornado, that's as big as they come. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I think the F factor is on the severity. So like, I used to think it was the width. An F5 tornado can reach and exceed a width of a mile. A mile, a 1 mile, like the length of a Star Destroyer, is and bigger in a tornado. That's terrifying, but it's also about wind speed and severity and damage and everything. There's several different, I believe, conflicting factors that play into the F scale. Though I'm not sure. I'm not a tornado scientician guy or anything. But what else do we got in 1990?
Yeah, Stefan Edberg, number 1 seeded player, loses his first round to Alex Volkov.
So, like, what does that mean? So, what does that mean? Seeded player.
Is that cricket?
Oh, it's cricket. Okay.
Is it cricket?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you looked it up.
I don't know.
Oh.
No,
But
I don't know.
I'm thinking this is an article because normally he's the first one to be seeded. And, he's seeded, but he lost the first round to this other guy. That's what makes sense to me. I'm not sure. Anyway, what else do we have? 92?
1992, Brewers beat Blue Jays 22-2 with AL record 31 hits in 9 innings.
Holy cats, bro.
Holy shit.
Wow. 1993, a dam broke in Qinghai, West China, killing 223 people. Yikes. 93 as well, Long Beach, California. Hey, I've been there many times. Defeated Panama for Little League World Championship. All right. I think I've boogie boarded in Long Beach a couple times. Seal Beach, Manhattan Beach, Huntington, all sorts of. There's another one I can't remember. 1994, the first Japanese homosexual pride parade. All right. So.
In Japan?
I would assume so. Like, unless it was specifically only Japanese homosexuals here. Well, I know what a pride parade is, but Tokyo Rainbow Pride lights up Capitol. So, well, that's recent, but yeah, I presume this was held in Japan. All right. All that tentacle prawn, is working wonders. 1990, Kuwaiti oil minister Abdul Mohsen Al Madij announced that his country will increase its oil production capacity to as much as 3.5 million barrels per day by 2005. I don't know what that means, but I really don't like how they can, artificially control the price of something like that. That's so, used by every facet of society. Yeah, it's all a scam, people. 1997, Belgian amusement park riders were stuck upside down for 90 minutes. That is lethal.
Oof.
Yeah. The blood rushes to your brain and that can kill you. Like, 90 minutes?
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody actually, passed out or, died or anything like that. Well, it's
There's
just telling...
something recent that happened like that. People are upside down and shit.
That happens all the time. But,
right?
Yeah.
Stop going on these rides.
Yeah, but I think I know what you're talking about. It was the one in Six Flags, right?
I don't know.
Don't know. But I remember what you're talking about. We saw, it was one of the videos we saw, the past couple of days. Yeah.
Yeah.
1998, Pakistan's National Assembly passed a constitutional amendment to make the Quran and Sunnah the supreme law, but the bill is defeated in the Senate. All right. Yeah.
Well,
I have a thing or two to say about that, but let's move on up here to 2003. What do we got in the next millennium?
An electricity blackout cuts off power to around 500,000 people living in southeast England and brings 60% of London's underground rail network to a halt. Holy shit.
Wow. That is big. 2004.
Oh, okay, so yeah, we get the summer. Anyway. 2004, a huge upset in Athens Olympic Stadium in the men's 4 times 100 meter relay. Great Britain 38.7 30.07 edges the United States 38.08 to take the gold medal.
1/100th of a second.
1/100th of a second. Jeez.
Wow. Wow. That is wild. Uno Mas 2004, and then I'll take the next three.
2004, Carlos Tevez scores the winner as Argentina beats Paraguay 1-0, maintaining an undefeated record to win the men's football gold medal at the Athens Olympics.
All right. Good old Tevez. 2004 as well, led by the San Antonio Spurs shooting guard Manu Ginobili, Argentina defeated Italy 84-69 for the Olympic basketball gold medal in Athens. The star-studded U.S. team took bronze. Womp womp. You know, I need to do my sad one. I swear to God, every time I play that, I'm reminded of Scott. Do you remember Scott from a long time ago? I'm not sure if you were really active back then. Yeah. 2004 as well, the diving competition at the Athens Olympics concluded with the Chinese contingent dominant, winning 6 of the 8 gold medals. Whoa! China mopping the floor that time. And 2004 as well, the U.S. women's basketball team went through the Athens Olympics undefeated to win its 5th Olympics gold medal, defeating Australia 74-63 in the final. Hey, you know?
Nice.
Nice. And before I start going off on a whole thing about how Caitlin Clark deserves a lot more love, well, what happened in 2007?
Bro, let's not get
let's
not get started on that tangent, man. Oh my God.
That's why I said what I said.
Like, okay, so
here we go.
These people that hate her, okay, these people that hate her, like they both say this. Oh wait, what was it? Oh yeah, we don't get paid enough. And, you know, yada, yada, yada. I wish it... And we were like, well, you don't get paid enough because... First of all, you're subsidized. I mean, you don't even make money. That's literally why you don't get paid enough, because... As much as the NBA players, anyways. Because you bring in the numbers. And also, these same people who say, we don't get paid enough, we want to be paid more, are like, kill the Golden Goose!
Yeah, well, like, you know, in that vein of thinking, like, I'm not sure if you've already said this, but, like, when they're going around, like, you know, the equal pay disparity and everything, they discovered, like, you know, in a nutshell, essentially, they discovered that percentage-wise, WNBA players get paid vastly higher of a percent of the cuts than the NBA.
And percentage-wise, they do, yeah. They're subsidized by the NBA.
Yeah,
if the NBA didn't exist, WA wouldn't exist.
Yeah. So, you know, once again...
There would be no money to run it.
Once again, stop putting your hands in other people's pockets. Stop looking, you know, in other people's garages. Look in your own. Appreciate what you got, and don't bite the hand that feeds you. Simple. You know?
Stop blaming men for your problems. It's the women that aren't showing up to your games.
Yep.
Anyways. What were we at, 2007?
2007, Venetian.
Venetian Macchio, the second largest casino in the world, opens in Macchio, owned by Las Vegas Sands.
All right.
And 2009, British pop rock band Oasis guitar Noel Gallagher quits the band, citing inability to be with his brother Liam. What is this? Who's Oasis? I don't care. 2013, China and Russia walk into a UN Security Council meeting after the U.S. pushes for immediate action against Syria's use of chemical weapons.
Wow, of course China and Russia walk out. They want to use chemical weapons. They want to genocide everything. Oh, here we go.
2017, English actor Ed Shireen pulls out of role in movie Hellboy after whitewashing criticism. Higher. Wait.
That's
what?
my note.
No, I see that's your note, but
Yeah.
pulls out of role in movie Hellboy after whitewashing criticism.
So he was getting
What?
criticized for whitewashing or something was. People were upset that some character was white, so they're going on about whitewashing, you know, and then they turn around and blackwash all the white characters, you know, because that's okay, you know, for whatever reason. Netflix and Disney, you know, and all that stuff. So
Oh, he's supposed to be. I thought he was gonna play Hellboy. Hellboy's
Uh,
not black. He's a fucking demon.
well,
Who is he gonna play?
they
Is he
don't
going to
want
play an actual black character at least?
they don't want a white person playing it, you know, or whatever. Like what is this? What does this say? Let's get it from the. The Deadpool star at the age of 34 said he did not know the race of Major Ben Damo when he accepted the part of the comic book adaptation.
So he's an actual black person in the comic. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but didn't
I
they,
mean, no one asked for the fucking black, all the redheads to be replaced. I don't think any of the redheads were screaming, "Hey, replace all of us." So yeah, whatever. Fuck
Well,
you.
didn't they blackwash
About
the
that?
Green Lantern in, like, you know, the Justice League cartoons? Wasn't Hal Jordan originally white? You know, and same with
I
Nick
think
Fury.
you might be thinking of John Stewart.
Ah, well,
John
that's
Stewart
right.
is
There
black.
Yeah, no, that is true. Okay.
But I mean, he's John Stewart's never really been too relevant. He was never taken over as a favorite Lantern or anything like that. I don't think so.
I liked him.
But Hal Jordan's always been white. Yeah.
Well, I like Stewart. Like he was a good Lantern. I enjoyed him, but I always thought
Yeah.
it was a blackwashing. But you are correct. 'Cause I'm very ignorant when it comes to, you know, comic books and all that stuff. You're my comic book guy, so.
Yeah.
But you know, wasn't Nick Fury originally white and they blackwashed him in the Disney products?
Nick Fury. Well, I mean, sometimes when you go to other universes, sometimes you get a black Superman, sometimes you get a black Nick Fury. It just so happens that the Ultimate Universe, which is the Black Nick Fury version, is the main universe they decide to go to when making these Marvel films. So that's the excuse they used. I'm not gonna lie.
As soon as you
I'm
start
glad.
bringing up other universes,
I'm glad they
you
chose.
can get away
I
with
can't
it.
see a Nick Fury at the time. At the time that they were gonna make, like, at the time that Nick Fury came out into the Marvel universe,
So at the end of the first
I couldn't
Iron Man.
see anybody playing the white Nick Fury. I mean,
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson was perfectly fucking
Hell
cast.
yes, I agree. You know, but see, once again, like, you know, like, I'm ignorant. Like, I have no idea, you know, of all these other universes. You know, of all this comic book stuff. So, like, you know, like, anybody watching this, don't come after
I think
me,
he's the
you know?
one. I mean, yes, there is a lot of black washing of characters, especially Spider-Man.
Snow White. You
Uh,
know.
he's. I mean, it's not. There's too many damn Spider-Mans. It doesn't matter if
Yeah.
it's Miles Morales or his fucking clones or
Tony Parker.
fucking many clones, or, you know, there's just too many damn Spider-Man. Just stop it. Make an original character. But anyways, I'll shut up because a lot of people love those Spider-Men. So.
Yeah. Well, 2017, Kenya does something that makes California look actually acceptable.
Investigating into German nurse Niles Hodgel, a serving life sentence for killing 2 patients, concludes he probably killed 86 more.
Whoa! Whoa! Like, bury that guy underneath the prison. Like, this guy needs to be away from society for the rest of his days and beyond. 2017 here, though. Kenya brought in the world's toughest ban on plastic bags with a possible U.S. $38,000 fine and 4 years of jail. Holy crap! Holy crap, I'm pretty sure... Do I have a plastic bag here? Well, I mean, I guess technically this is a plastic bag. You know, it's a bag made of plastic. Well, I have another bag. Actually, yeah, right here. Plastic bag, perfect. This can get me, if I had this in Kenya, not Kenya, was it Kenya? Yeah, it was Kenya. Back at least in 2017, this can get me a $38,000 fine and 4 years in jail. That is incredibly, like, what the hell? That's ridiculous.
Is it?
Well, I mean,
how did it turn out?
I don't know. I mean, you know, California banned plastic straws for the turtles, so then we turned around and put paper straws in plastic, wrappers.
Yeah, true that, but
so,
I mean, did they take the smart route about it? I mean, how did it turn out? Did they resend it, or is it still a thing? Is there, did it work?
well, let's see here.
Is there less trash?
Well, right here, according to The Guardian, 8 months on, is the world's most drastic plastic ban bag working? Kenya's ban comes with the world's stiffest fines, and some businesses are struggling to find affordable alternatives. But in Nairobi, shanty towns, the cleanup is changing lives. Okay, but like this directly negatively impacted commerce, because without plastic bags, you can't conduct business. So this is locking out all the business. Waterways are clearer, the food chain is less contaminated with plastic, and there are fewer flying toilets? What the hell is a flying toilet? What's going on? But this is
you don't know what flying toilet is?
No.
Think about it. They're plastic bags.
Oh no! Oh god! Oh jeez!
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least they put it in a container, Most people out here in LA just, just throw it like a freaking chimp. So, like, crap in the streets. I mean, look at San Francisco and LA.
Research cleaner.
If anybody can find out, like, to answer King's question here, like, if it's actually, like, doing some good, let us know in the comments section. Speaking of comments, do we have any activity? No, we don't. Anyway, what else do we got here? 2017 as well, Matt Vogel made his debut as the voice of Kermit the Frog in Muppet Thought of the Week video.
I got 8 people over here watching on my Rumble, so...
Well,
hey, everybody.
You have 500 some odd subscribers because you do gaming videos and dog videos and everything. So.
Yeah, I can't believe this many people are showing up to watch History Show. That's awesome.
Hello.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for joining, guys. Please don't forget to, subscribe. And all that stuff.
Omni Coalition. This is my partner right here. Go subscribe to him as well.
Do you have links in your description?
No, I don't. I don't have to put them there.
All right, I can send you my format after the show if you wish. Anyway, 2017 as well, North Korea launched a missile that flew over Japan. The country's J alert warning system warned people to take cover. Well, yeah, a missile's coming. So that's scary. They launched a missile that flew over the country. That is terrifying, bro. Like.
Yeah, right.
What do we got here in 2018? One of the greatest singers of all time.
2018, Aretha Franklin lies in a state at the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History in Detroit in a 24-karat coffin.
That's a little extravagant, but she did earn it. But that's still a little bourgeois.
That's her money. She wants her money. She wants to take it with her. Let her.
Yeah. Good point. But then, what's stopping somebody from just digging up her gold, thing and putting it into Fort Knox,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
2018, Puerto Rico raises official death toll to 2017. Death toll. Sorry. 2018, Puerto Rico raises official death toll of 2017 Hurricane Maria from 64 to 2,975. Oh my goodness.
So they added like 2,911
additional.
What the hell?
A lot of people added.
What? How did it go from 64 to almost 3,000? Whoa, that escalated quickly.
Right?
Yeah. There's one right above it, the Chinese one.
Oh, 2018 Chinese ride-sharing firm Didi Chuang issues public apology after second hitch passenger killed within 3 months.
Yeah, be very careful when you're out there getting your Uber, getting your Lyft, getting your ride, getting your Didi, Qingjing, whatever. Like, you know,
Wow.
you never know who's behind the wheel and what they'll do. So. 2019, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson procured Parliament, suspending it for 5 weeks to limit opposition to a no-deal Brexit, prompting a furious backlash. Man, that guy was such a piece of crap. Still is. You know, I wonder if the UK is going to try to get back into the EU now, because like he basically acted as a dictator, suspending Parliament so he can't get opposition to ensure that he gets his way passed and all that stuff. Let's not forget how he took away everybody's rights, during the whole, pandemic, and then hosted that party, and then as an apology, he gave back what he took, and everybody ate it up.
Yeah.
They should have hung this guy up by his thumbs, if not worse, So, 2019 as well, climate change activist Greta Thunberg arrived in New York after sailing across the Atlantic in an emissions-free voyage. Yeah, all of her staff and such took aircraft. And didn't she recently also admit to having a personal fleet of 100 private jets? Like, the past couple of years, I remember there's this video, someone's trying to interview her, and she said something about owning 100 private jets. Like, hold on a second. Let's see if I can find it. Greta Thunberg, 100 private... Yeah, here we go. Okay, what is this here?
Does Greta Thunberg have 100 private jets?
Jesus, that's a lot.
Greta Thunberg
I don't think
does
so.
not have 100 private jets.
Maybe one.
Well, I'm trying to find, because there... Oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about.
How come you never protest Saudi Arabia or Russia? You only protest Western.
China.
Why have you never criticized
Or
Vladimir
India.
Putin or OPEC?
Yeah, I've never done that. Never ever.
Will you do so now? Will you condemn OPEC energy?
Greta, can you condemn every single delegate that's come here on a private jet? Surely that's something you should condemn.
You can do it too.
But why not you?
Could do it, but you're the one who has such a strong stance against climate change, and if it's true, I commend your efforts. But could you condemn them taking private jets to these meetings?
I already do. That's
Why
it.
won't you condemn private jets? Have you ever been on a private jet even once?
I own 100 private jets.
Boom! Right there. Right there.
Ooh.
She just admitted. Here, let me play that again here.
Once?
I own 100 private jets.
Yep.
What?
So that video that I played earlier, fact checking that, straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Yeah, fact check that. Yeah. What else do we got here? We have two 2019s. Why don't you take them?
British Prime Minister Boris Johnson prorogues
Discovery.
Parliament.
Discovery, sorry.
What?
Discovery, 2019.
Discovery.
Yeah.
Wow. Discovery of 3.8 million year old of early human ancestor Australopithecus amnesis found by Johannes Hale Salisi at Miradoro, Ethiopia. Unpins previous evolutionary theory published in journal Nature.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Good job, dude.
Words.
That was a lot of hard words in there.
2019 new Italian coalition government formed of anti-establishment five-star movement, the center-left Democratic Party ousting Matteo Salvini.
Huh. All right. And something interesting about Italian government is the granddaughter of Benito Mussolini, the inventor of fascism, is in Italian politics, and she still shares the same last name, Mussolini. So,
isn't Trudeau related to somebody?
What?
Isn't Trudeau related to somebody?
Yeah, Fidel Castro.
Yeah, Castro.
Yeah. 2020, Japanese tech company SkyDrive said it has completed the first manned test flight of a flying car. I remember, seeing something about that. So let's see here if there's actually a video of it. Here we go. Yeah, this thing. So.
A Japanese tech company has successfully completed a manned test flight of a flying car. The startup SkyDrive said the car lifted about 3 meters off the ground with a pilot on board, who successfully conducted a short test flight. The vehicle was airborne for around 4 minutes. The company says the model is the world's smallest, designed to take up the same parking space as the 2 normal cars. SkyDrive says
you're not even off the ground, man. What is this?
He was off the ground, but he wasn't like flying Jetsons like. This is the very early technology.
I've seen crafts fly in the air though.
Well, yes, but like it looked more like a manned drone, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2021 MLB Los Angeles pitcher / designated hitter Shohei Ohtani became the first player in team history to reach 20 stolen bases and hit 40 home runs in the season in a 10-2 win over San Diego Padres. Whoa, nice.
Scroll down so you stop horrifying our viewers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you.
There we go. 2022, Pakistan appealed for international aid as the death toll from monsoon rain and floods rose to over 1,000 people. Yikes! So 1,000 dead from monsoon and monsoon activities and whatnot. We have 2 more articles. They're both yours if you so wish. 2022 Tour Championship Men's Golf East Lake GC Irishman Rory McIlroy wins $18 million with one stroke win over Scotty Scheffler, and I'm Sugang J becomes first 3-time winner of the FedEx Cup.
Nice.
All right. 2023 Barbie becomes Warner Brothers' highest grossing global release, overtaking Harry Potter, The Deadliest Hallows Part 2, taking $1.34 billion. Congratulations, girls. There you go.
And didn't the Barbie didn't the Barbie movie just showcase a lot of things in opposition to what they were trying to say?
Yeah, I heard it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And and Ken end up becoming the favorite character of the movie.
Let's add the Barbie movie to the docket.
All right. Oh, sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Movie notes. Barbie movie. All right. And that shall conclude the show. Once again, please check the underbar of the description below for any links that you may be interested in, and from history sources, collected links to all things Omni Coalition and more. Prepare for a jump scare. For your dose of past events daily, we stream every day from, or at least try to, at 11 in the morning Pacific time, which is 12 noon Mountain, 1 Central, and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. We do have other shows, from history to news, movie reactions and reviews, Omni Kitchen, King's Entertainment, Wake Up. We have 3-4 some odd shows actually in the works. We're gonna premiere King's Entertainment hopefully tomorrow, which is gonna be our meme review show and all that stuff. But yeah, check the underbar in the description, please. For all of you and all of us, I'm Mayor Xander.
King's Refuge.
And you, viewer, are you. Thank you once again so much for watching. And until you catch us next time, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles.
Deuces.